Friday.
Yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday.
Your voice be cracking on Friday, bro.
Man, it's early in the morning.
Your voice be cracking on Friday, man.
I need to drink some green tea, warm up some
something.
vocals.
Yeah, something.
Well, let me lip sync on Fridays, then.
No, that's not what we doing. And we got our guest host today, Miss Jemele Hill, joining us. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Man, I didn't expect all that energy. Thank you.
We got to. Drop on the clues button for Jemele Hill, damn it. Detroit is in the building. What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
You know how we get down, our unofficial statement and greeting.
How are you, Miss Hill?
I'm well. I'm living. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm all of those things.
There you go. Blessed, black, and highly favored. Are you used to getting up this early?
Not really. This is not usually my time of day, but I can't say that I sleep in much later, but definitely not used to being up at like 3 a.m. So this is different. I'm still on West Coast time, so it's really weird.
And she was here earlier than both of us, by the way, Charlamagne. I just want to put that out there.
Well, Jemele Hill is a professional.
Correct.
She was sitting, she was preparing when I walked in, and she was damn near finished when you walked in.
Well, she's a professional, in case you haven't realized it.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Now, who do we have joining us this morning?
Oh, we got Miss Stephanie Mills. I told y'all we were going to have Stephanie Mills on today.
And she wants all the action? She wants all the action?
It's a different level of smoke when you're an OG. Okay, when you get to that age where you really don't care about what people think about you and you really don't care about what comes out of your mouth, you're going to say what you feel like needs to be said. It's just a different level. But I liken it to a sports conversation. You know the conversation everybody's having, Jemele, about, Stephanie said, basically Beyonce's not Diana Ross to her.
Right, yeah.
But that's her generation. She
Correct,
came up
it makes
seeing
sense.
Diana. I never saw Diana in her prime.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously being from Detroit.
Her prime?
See, don't start.
Prime?
See, don't start. Don't start.
Well, I didn't even mean it like that.
You're right.
But yes, I didn't see I don't know. I didn't see Diana at the height, I guess.
At the height of her success and her stardom. Okay.
Yes.
With her being from Detroit, Diana was somebody I always kind of check for. And people forget when she performed at the Super Bowl for halftime, she came out of a helicopter. Like she used to do it big. And so, no, it makes sense. It's just like with basketball. Like I realize that today's generation of basketball fans, they all think LeBron is the greatest player ever.
And that's ridiculous.
But people perhaps from our generation, we think is Michael Jordan.
Absolutely.
But now, Jemele, let me ask you a question. Right? Now, Carrie Champion, who was on the show last week, that's your partner.
Yep.
Now, if somebody says, hey, Carrie's classy, Jemele is hip-hop.
What?
Now, if somebody said that to you, exactly, and that's what people are saying. What does that mean?
Stephanie did say that, though. But she said Beyonce was classy, too.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She said Beyonce was classy.
She said Diana's classy, Beyonce's classy, but it's just different.
No, she didn't. You
Beyonce
got the audio right. Play the audio right fast, Red. She said Diana's classy, Beyonce's hip-hop. Play the audio if you got it.
We don't have it.
Of course we don't have it.
We don't usually start with audio.
I know, but we were talking about it, but I figured we could pull it up. I said pull it up right fast. Usually the producers drop it in right fast when we talking.
Well, we'll be talking about it all morning, I'm sure.
Well, Stephanie Mills will be joining us.
Did the Beehive, did they get her?
They stung her.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah. Thomas J., my girl. Yeah, you know how they do. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll be kicking it with her in a little bit. And also, we got front page news. Yesterday was a bad day if you had to get sentenced, man. I mean, between sentencing and getting arrested.
Bad day to get sentenced.
Yeah, between sentencing and getting arrested, you just wanted to be out. Just get out of Dodge. Just get out the way. All right, we'll talk about who got arrested, who got sentenced when we come back. It was nasty out there. And this is new music. This is Lil Wayne featuring DMX, produced by Swizzy. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Jesus.
Drop on the clues bonds for Lil Wayne.
Jesus.
That's off the Carter 6?
I don't know what that's off. I
seen
that release that yesterday. I was like, we got to get that first thing in the morning. Jesus.
We got to start looking at Wayne in his proper context. Like, the guy's been rapping since 1996. Like, it's not a lot of rappers that have been around since the 90s that still got it. Like, Wayne still got it.
He does.
And he's an icon living. And he's used his status to give us two other icons, Drake and Nicki. Like, Wayne top 5, bro. Objectively. He's not even one of my favorite rappers, but you gotta put Wayne in your top 5.
He does get busy, and he still got it, like you said. But let's get in some front page news. Now, our co-host Jemele Hill is joining us this morning, and let's start off with yesterday being a bad day for just people out there in general. All right, now
it was a bad day for them, but a great day for their victims.
Yeah, you're right. Carlos Watson, you know Carlos Watson. He's been on the Breakfast Club numerous times. He was arrested and charged with securities fraud. Now, Carlos Watson, I said, has been on the Breakfast Club before, and Charlamagne asked him a couple of questions. One, was he fearful of going to jail when all this stuff started coming out?
Do you fear jail time because of that? Because I've been hearing that all weekend. Oh, they're gonna make an example out of Carlos.
Yeah.
Do you fear jail time because of that?
I'd be really disappointed if that is the case.
What would they charge you with?
I don't know, but what has happened over the last week, Envy, is that people have thrown crazy things. I mean, here's 3 or 4 of the things they said. One, they said that we're making up our numbers in terms of the audience, and instead of saying, you guys may care about website traffic only, but we don't.
Well, I guess he's disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
that's
faces
wild.
2 years in prison with a maximum of 37 years in prison.
Oh my goodness! I know Carlos a little bit too, and all I know is the check he wrote me cash. So like, that's all I know. Like, I did not get defrauded. Okay.
I invested in Aussie.
Did you really?
Yeah, I definitely invested in Aussie back in the day.
Yeah. No, but it's wild because the feds, at least according to the report, they ran up in his hotel and got him.
Yeah,
right here in New
He was
York.
in Manhattan. Yep.
Yeah, like I'm, I never thought it would come to this. I know the New York Times, they did the big expose that kind of, shed a light or brought some awareness to things not maybe being what they seem. I don't know what's true and what's not. I guess that's to be determined in court. But I went to Ozzy Fest before. I mean, it looked pretty real to me. So, but I thought Roland Martin, the good brother, brought up a good point in that, a lot of these companies that are, majority white, they, when they want to do projects with black media, they often do not do it with like established black media or for this situation to happen, especially like Roland, he's in a special position. He's not just black media, black owned media.
That's right.
And so, and he struggles to get, advertising. I mean, he's doing well, but like somebody big and large on the scale of what Carlos Watson got, and you look at what Roland is doing and you kind of think like, that money could have gone to somebody who was maybe a little bit more established.
Maybe Roland got to learn to finesse better. Carlos clearly knows how to finesse.
He knew the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Harvey Weinstein was sentenced in L.A. yesterday to 16 years in prison. Now, the sentence was the second for Weinstein on sexual assault. His attorney did leave a comment saying, I maintain that I'm innocent. I never raped or sexually assaulted Jane Doe 1. I guess because they have a name under Jane Doe. He said, I never knew this woman, and the fact is she doesn't know me. This is about money.
That's 16 years on top of what he already got, right?
Yeah,
Right.
16 years on top of already what he had. And R. Kelly already serving 30 years for sex trafficking. He was sentenced to 20 years in another federal child porn case yesterday as
I
well.
thought Chicago said they wasn't going to give him no time, though.
They did. Yeah, I think something happened with the case where I don't know if they dropped it, but they said they were no longer pursuing it. Yeah. So, but good for them. I mean, good for the victims, as you pointed out, because a lot of people have been waiting on this sense of justice, and all those people want to say, well, what about Harvey Weinstein? Well, you see, they both got time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, those two individuals earned every year they got.
Yeah.
Now, the 20-year prison sentence would be served concurrently, so it's going to be at the same time as the other sentence.
So he's never getting out.
Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah, good.
How old is Harvey Weinstein now? 50, 60 years old?
Now he's 70. I think.
Oh, yeah, he's going to die in prison.
He's gonna die in there.
He's going to die in prison. So, yes, like as you said, all the what about Harvey Weinstein people? I still wonder if it's getting the media attention it needs, though. Like, I don't see him on the front page of the papers and all that.
Well, he was on the front page in L.A. because
Oh.
I get the Times every morning, and so
Okay.
they sent the digital copy. Harvey Weinstein was right there on the front page.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your front page news. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, DJ Amy. Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, Jemele.
Hey, what's going on?
Peace, King.
Get it off your chest, bro.
Hey, I was just want to talk to Jemele about the LeBron and Jordan debate.
Oh,
I just
boy.
want to know why, when it comes to debating with them, when you're checking off who's the greatest, you're checking off every stat line. When it comes to LeBron, he's the best at every stat line, but yet still they say he's not better than Jordan.
Ooh. Well, it's because, I think Michael Jordan, though, is like an experience that you had to live through. Like, nobody else was winning when Michael Jordan was winning. All right? He did 2 3-peats. All right? One came after a 2-year layoff, undefeated in the finals, and even though we're splitting hairs, LeBron has a couple blemishes. I don't blame people for considering LeBron the best, but I was there during that NBA Finals where he had 6 points. That's a performance Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but
you never saw that from him in the finals on those stages. So, again, we splitting hairs, but at the same time, that factors into the conversation.
a championship consists of 5 players, though. LeBron can't play all 5 at one time.
Well, y'all can't be sliding the goalposts either.
Hey,
right?
Magic Johnson did.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're the
top 3.
greatest, this is part of the responsibility and the job that comes with it.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Huddy, man. What's going on, man?
Huddy,
You
what's
sound
up, brother?
loud as hell. Get it off your chest, Huddy.
Man, I'm just a little bit irritated and aggravated. I love this country, man. I love America, and Joe Biden administration, his whole cabinet and staff is a bunch of degenerate, dystopian-seeking people, man.
I don't disagree with you. I'm not impressed.
You woke up upset this morning, huh?
No, I'm irritated because I look at like the press secretary lady. She never can answer any question. I look at Kamala Harris. She's always throwing out word salads. I'm looking at Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary, and he ain't even been out to East Palestine, Ohio yet.
Yeah, man.
Right.
That's very disappointing. And I like Secretary.
And I'm
Pete.
looking at, like I said, I'm looking at the entire administration and cabinet that Joe Biden had, and it was all put together based on identity politics. And they're all degenerate. Like, KJP, the press secretary lady, she was on TV bragging about how it's the first gay this and the first gay that, the first black this, the black, and it's like, yo, that's all degenerate stuff. That's not stuff that's good. None of that's good stuff. And now they're trying to force us into a dystopian, the Hunger Games type community. And I got a warning for all Americans. Once liberty and freedom is lost, you don't ever get it back.
All right. Well, thank you, brother.
And Secretary Pete was in East Palestine yesterday, though.
Yeah.
He had on dress shoes, though. Should have had on sneakers.
Yo, shut up, man.
He had on dress boots. Yeah, he did.
Are you saying the secretary had on some brunch boots?
He
Is
did.
that what
He
you're
had on
saying?
some brunch boots walking around East Palestine.
Hey, man, he's trying to be stylish, man. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live. Hello, who's this?
DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. Good morning.
Peace, OG
Rob. How y'all
Rob.
feeling this morning?
What's up, my
OG
brother?
Rob. What up, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Well, listen, man, y'all already know what it is. Before we get into what we get into, right, I just want to give a big shout out to my wife, Crystal, our kids, and our grandson, Legend. You know, I just want to say I love y'all and y'all have a good day. But listen, it's bar time, man.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
let's go
Spit some
ahead.
bars.
All right, check this out. I said, listen to the way I created, can't fake moves. Coming from the slums, repping the style, just make room. Scheming on that front door, I'm looking for lock picking. The style limited edition, 16 bars of burying for wrong intentions. Obviously, I'm simply the one they talk about. Listen to son, homie's the one to chalk them out, stretching the verbs, bagging it up to distribute on the block off the curb. Stay on my job, spitting like it's something to prove. I guess it's the mood or the caliber I fall into. Prepare for the feast. Them tour dates booked off the street. One verse could set us straight off for proper release. Hop out the whip. It's boss night, admire the drip. Tailor-made imported fabric with a swagger that fit. It's all the way live. I'm different with this hip-hop vibe. You measure success of work applied. Sites modified. Paragraphs that made front page victims paralyzed. You're petrified. I'm moving in with connects for verbal homicide. OG.
Hey,
Okay.
Jamel looking at me like, what year is this?
Yo, OG, can I get some OG?
Yo, go ahead, baby. You already know. Let's get it.
I got some bars. Here we go. Yo, Jemele, I came to party. Charlamagne be looking at me.
Never.
He's a haggler. No, I'm not tagging him. But you don't want them boys to come over and start asking him, what you want to do, Charla? What you want to do, Charla? What you want to do, Charla?
What you saying to me, yo?
What you want to do, Charla?
Are you saying lottie-dottie? We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some men and we like them on our mic. What?
What?
Which is, I'm confused by everything going on right now.
Well, thank you, OG Rob. Have a good one.
No doubt, y'all.
Thank you, Rob.
Jamil, you got any balls?
No, the one thing I do not do is rap, man. I do not. That's not my testimony. That's not my spirit is not letting me.
Hey, that's exactly what it is.
In this direction.
OG Rob calls up here with a testimony every Friday. That's exactly what that is, a testimony.
I'll drop $1 in the collection plate. All right.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got to talk Drake. Seems like he wants to retire. We'll tell you about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Jemele,
couple times a week.
You got to stop paying Bianca so much. If you stop paying her so much, I bet she'll
You're
stop
right.
changing those
It's
towels
my fault.
every day.
I'm the enabler, but the responses from people was wild. And one of your producers came in here and announced to the class that they change their towel every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
And that's trifling. That's trifling.
2 weeks of trifling?
Oh my
Charlamagne,
goodness. Come on now.
Come on.
2 weeks?
2 weeks?
2 weeks of trifling?
Yes.
Okay.
Another person said 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week is
I
okay.
think about a week. Yeah, like I 8-9 days, man.
8-9 days.
8-9 days?
Nah.
Dude,
Nah.
you gotta do better.
How many
Yeah, you
towels
gotta do
y'all
better.
use? I use 3. So I use one for my body, one
Right.
for the private, and then one to dry off with.
Your privates ain't that big to get this own towel, bro.
You wash your ass with the same towel you wash your body with?
No, I don't. I wash my body with a washcloth.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wash my face with my hand. I use my hand.
I use
and-
2 washcloths. I guess didn't mean to say towels. 2 washcloths.
Right.
And
Okay.
a towel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. That makes
okay,
sense.
just making sure.
Yeah. No, I
You
mean,
nasty. Washing your face with the same towel you wash
No.
your ass with.
however, you have a habit as well that you with the towels with your wife. Yeah.
So
tell on yourself.
I got to start like this. See, my wife takes long showers and baths, right? She washes for like an hour when she's in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's in the shower, she leaves her, she leaves her towel there, and I use her towel.
Disrespectful.
And then when she never uses my towel after, then that's how I get a new towel every day. Because then she puts it in the hamper, she gets a new towel.
But I'm wondering what's that smell?
Yo, shut up, man.
What's that smell? And what's all this black ink all over my towel? What is this?
Yo, let's get to the rumors. Come on.
Poor gear.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty
All right,
patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
on the Breakfast Club.
Now, Saucy Santana made a statement that is bothering people all over the place, including myself. In the comment, he talks about straight men. Play the comment.
Let me tell you something. Them girls ain't wrong. Them girls is not wrong. If you was a man, you don't need to be smoking a hookah, baby gal. You need to be rolling you up a wood. You need to be smoking you some za. Okay? You don't need to be sucking down a hookah, baddie. You was a man. Unless you gay, like a gay boy. That's the only reason. That's the only way I'm letting you smoke hookah. If you not no gay boy, you a man. Put the hookah down. Put the hookah down and pick you up a grabber. Not with it.
Dropping a clues bomb for Saucy Santana.
Y'all might have to translate. It's like, what's a...
He
Well, he's talking about
said you
Zaz,
look
to
gay
smoke
if you-
weed.
Oh, weed. Okay.
He said
all
smoke
right.
weed.
He said you basically look gay if you put a hookah in your mouth, is what he's saying.
I feel
That's not
so
true.
Sorry for men. I do. Because y'all not allowed to have any fun. Like black men in particular or men of color, like no fun.
You can't put nothing in your mouth when you're a man.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, no straws.
No banana. You can't eat a banana. It's nothing.
Like that's a prison.
That's a
Black people,
prison.
we need to free ourselves. We really do. Y'all can't smile, can't pout, barely, like can't do nothing.
Well, Jemele, I agree with you. It is a lot like prison. You know what I mean? When you take the hookah and you put it and you put it in your mouth like that. I don't see anything wrong with what Saucy Santana.
No, that's and like what Jamel said is right.
Santana say you look gay. You must really look gay.
No, what Jamel said is right. Like, man, we just can't even have fun. Like, we can't even eat a glizzy, a hot dog, without somebody saying, "Hey, yo!"
No, stop
like,
calling it a glizzy. That would help. Okay, that's the problem. Is what you call it. There's nothing wrong with eating a hot dog. It's the fact you keep calling it a glizzy. A glizzy in your mouth sounds crazy.
a banana.
Hot dog, eating a hot dog don't sound crazy.
I can't put a banana in my mouth.
No, you can eat it. It's good for potassium. You can eat all the bananas you want.
No, you can't.
You can't eat.
I put a banana in my mouth. Y'all gonna be like, "Hey, yo,
No,
pause."
I wouldn't do that. I thought Saucy was about to tell us how the hookahs aren't good for your health.
No.
And how
No,
dangerous
you
they
went
are.
in a totally different direction with it.
That's what I thought he was about to do.
All right, now Drake is talking about possibly retiring in an interview he did with Lil Yachty. Let's listen.
I think I'm at the point now where I just want to I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit.
What is that music?
I don't know what that music was.
That was the Graceful Exit music?
Yeah, I don't. This is my opinion. I think Drake needs that one album, that one hip hop rap album. That's just me. I'm a Drake fan, and I want that one hip hop rap album. Like when we hear all these freestyles and he's going in, I need an album like that.
You talk about it being a prison for black men, and men can't have no fun. Think about this when you were a rapper. Think about all the music Drake has put out. People got Drake in their top 5s, top 10s all the time. I don't, but people do. And NB say he still got to give him one album.
I just want one.
He hasn't given you enough?
No, he hasn't. God. Like Drake teases us because he's spitting, right? I drove to the station today listening to Drake, and he's going in, he's going off, going crazy. And I want to hear a full album like that. And I think it will stop some of the doubters all the time. I mean, I'm a whole fan. I'm a lyricist fan. I like when he spits, pause, and I want that one album.
See, I need you to free yourself, MB. You don't have to say pause. No one's thinking that. What are you doing?
No, he's thinking about it. That's
He's
the
like,
problem.
no one's thinking that. You're fine. No, but if you're a rapper, singer, it doesn't matter, entertainer, do you have to really announce your retirement?
No.
Because it feels like you could, remember when Jay-Z was supposedly retiring?
That's right.
Like, it feels like as long as it's something you can always do, always come back to, you could take as long as you want. So I don't know what a graceful retirement would look like for Drake. You just stop making music or what?
And Drake has given us enough music to last a lifetime.
He's fine.
Like I am shocked that Drake hasn't gotten into other things, even though I know he executive produces television shows. Like, we all love Euphoria. Yep. Top Boy was a great show on Netflix. But I'm shocked that he doesn't do that more or move into like acting or something like that. I'm shocked that he still just wants to do music all the time.
And we don't know what else he's doing behind the scenes, but he still loves it, Mm-hmm. And lastly, Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics.
Legend.
Spotted. Why is he a legend? Why is he a legend,
Because he's
sir?
spotted with another legend.
He's spotted with Bernice Burgos. It seems like they're in a relationship right now. Nobody has said yes or no.
You can smoke all the hookah you want when you Jaylen Brown on vacation with Bernice Burgos. Okay?
Now, people are saying that, Bernice Burgos, of course, is 42 years old. Jaylen Brown is 26. So there's a 16-year age gap. One Twitter user said,
y'all don't say nothing about Diddy and Young Miami, so don't say nothing about Bernice and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that one Twitter user said that Jaylen Brown could be a step grandfather.
Come on, ain't nobody said that.
I swear.
No, I saw that comment too. Yeah, they did say that. I have to be honest, and I'm not the hippest person all the time. I didn't know who she was.
What?
So when I had no idea.
Why you say what like
legend?
That?
I know that's apparently I've since informed and educated myself. But y'all had Lala on the show not too long ago, and remember she said that it's the young dudes that's always trying to spit at her.
Absolutely.
Right. And so when I was, on the market, it was a lot of young dudes who would be trying to, holler and that kind of thing. And by young, like, I don't know, 28 to 35, right?
I mean, if you're somebody like Jaylen Brown and you're a multi-millionaire, you want to spend your money on things that actually have value, right? So you want...
No, for
real. You want aged alcohol. That's why they want to drink
you
the
want
1942.
Did you just compare
aged wine
to aged alcohol?
Yes, you want the most expensive aged alcohol.
You want nice
so why
cigars.
not go get you a nice, that's right. Get you a nice seasoned woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why not? You listen, man. Drop on the clues bomb for Jaylen Brown. He's living it up. He won.
And listen, this
drop a bomb for Bernice Burgos. She won.
She did too.
Bernie's been there done that pay. Jay, I should say Jaylen one more because Bernice just out here living her best life. She having fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She mature, and everything. He did probably a lot of drama he didn't have to worry about. That's the benefit.
Bernice need a documentary. All right, Bernice a legend. Man. Bernice a different type of legend. Come on, MV. Now there's some legendary stories you done heard about Bernice. Bernice done had people pull up Bentleys to the club.
She's a legend.
Gift wrap Bentleys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's different.
She's a legend.
That's different. Okay?
She's a legend.
Y'all need to start looking at Bernice the same way y'all look at the LeBron James of the world, the Lil Waynes, the Jay-Z's, the Nas, people who have longevity.
But one thing I would say about Bernice? She's never talked.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And she looks amazing. She's a nice person. If you haven't met Bernice, she's a nice individual. Salute to Bernice Burgos, okay?
All right. Now, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we'll tell you who's going to jump into that presidential race in 2024. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Your company has goals this year. Find the right people to help you achieve them with ZipRecruiter, where 4 out of 5 employers get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast. That's ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast. Thought a GoFundMe to build a statue for Bernice Burgos in Jersey, man.
Yo, shut up, man.
I'm serious.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Jemele Hill, joining us.
Yes, indeed.
And let's get in some front page news. Now, Marianne Williamson confirms she will enter the 2024 presidential race as a challenger to Biden.
Good.
Now we have
I think that part of the due diligence that I did was finding out, will there be enough people this time who are willing to give me a listen? And I have a sense that there will be. Joe Biden beat Donald Trump. That's great. We're very grateful that we didn't go off that cliff. But we're still 6 inches away from the cliff. For Joe Biden to go out in 2024 and to say to the American people that his message is that the economy is doing better, when you have people suffering with the economic despair and anxiety that the majority of Americans are suffering through every day, people are open to the message now. Why should it be so hard to survive? Joe Biden's going to help you survive. Why should it be so hard to survive in the richest country of the world?
Jemele?
Because capitalism. I mean, Joe Biden has a lot of victories he can check off, right? Like, this is a historically low unemployment rate right now. You see what the economy is doing, and I know people are upset about inflation still, but I think that's a larger issue about us being in the era of one of the greatest price gouging times that we've ever seen. But listen, Marianne Williamson, I just don't really see her even being a factor in this. So congratulations on the 2% of the vote you got to get.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I like Marianne Williamson as a person, but I just like the fact that somebody is challenging Joe Biden.
You know he's not. Joe Biden's not going anywhere.
It depends who steps up. I hope that other people step up after they see somebody like a Marianne Williamson decide to challenge him. I hope other people decide to step up too. There should be other options in 2024.
There should always be other options.
Other than a 97-year-old.
Yeah, I was like, what's he going to be, 80?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just hoping that this encourages other people to step up and, primary President Biden. That's all I'm saying.
Now, 950,000 households nationwide are without power. That's because of the storm that's been hitting areas like Michigan, parts of New York, New Jersey, and all over different areas. They said the snow was falling at heavy rates of 1 or 2 inches per hour near the Great Lakes, and they said 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. So hopefully people get their power back. Now,
how many inches?
1 to 2 inches per hour, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that excite you?
What's up with you? Didn't Jemele just tell you to free yourself?
Why? See, why?
You see what I'm saying?
Why y'all like this?
We talk about snow. Why is that on your brain?
All right, I got something for you.
That's the question people need to start asking. Why is D constantly on people's brains?
Now, Chick-fil-A in North Carolina is accused of writing a racial slur on an order slip. Now, the lady's name was Naisha. Charlamagne, could you guess what word they used?
Naisha?
Wrong N-word.
We have actual audio.
I was really, really upset and sad. She told him her name was Naisha, and she put on her ticket.
He was like, you might want to look what they put your name as. I was just in shock. I literally parked right there. I couldn't eat the food. I was just in shock.
We asked Chick-fil-A about it, and they sent us this statement, saying in part that the restaurant has investigated and that, quote, the operator has started additional training at his restaurant to ensure this doesn't happen again. We sincerely apologize for the harm caused by this incident. But for this family, that training isn't enough.
You shouldn't have to be trained not to call someone a I'm just being as honest as I can be. I want the employee to be fired.
How are you going to train him and not fire him? How do you retrain that?
Any sense.
I'm torn.
What?
Who do I believe here? The good sister Naisha or Chick-fil-A?
See,
Chick-fil-A has provided us nothing but great customer service all of these years.
And it's true, they are known for being among the fast food chains as having the best, customer service.
We've never heard about them being racist, homophobic. Absolutely. Now, there was a gay
like
slur.
if it was a different,
yes,
you're like totally believable.
I believe
on brand.
that. But a racial slur?
I believe it because believe black people. That's why. And I also, where was this? Anybody know where this Chick-fil-A was located?
North Carolina.
They just said it's Charlotte, North Carolina.
There you go. Indictment.
If it was KFC, I might believe it a little bit more. Hard to believe it was Chick-fil-A.
Well, if it was Popeyes, it would be done in a different spirit.
Oh, man. Lord have mercy. My nigga. Do an extra biscuit for you.
It would be communal.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, that is your front page news. Now, when we come back, you remember we had this conversation a day ago on the air about Stephanie Mills talking about Beyonce. You got the audio?
Being disrespectful?
I don't think you can compare Beyonce to Diana Ross. I mean, Diana Ross,
just in terms of stardom?
In terms of stardom, it's still different. It's still, I mean, Diana is glamour, and Beyonce is glamour. It's just different. It's hip hop. I consider Beyonce hip hop. I consider Diana R&B and pop, and just I consider her royalty. Diana, I've always wanted to be like Diana. And when I saw Lady Sings the Blues, and I would go to her shows in Vegas, they were always so wonderful and classy and everything. Diana Ross is the epitome of beauty and class to me.
Stephanie Mills just punted the Beehive. Just walked up to it and just kicked it.
Just no regard for human life right there.
That's right. A salute to Vlad TV. That audio came from Vlad TV. But, we had this discussion yesterday. I think it's just generational. You know what I mean? If you saw... Magic Johnson played all through the 80s and 90s. Magic's probably your favorite player. If you saw Jordan all through the 90s, Jordan's probably your favorite guy. You saw Kobe's probably your favorite guy. So I just think it's all generational when we have these conversations.
Well, you reached out, and she stopped through yesterday. I wasn't there, so you and Jess Hilarious held it down. So when we come back, we're going to play that conversation now. Stephanie Mills pulled up on the Breakfast Club. And we're going to see if she doubled down, if she apologized, maybe she made a mistake, maybe she misspoke, and we're going to talk about it when we come back.
I want to ask you and Jemele, over under on her doubling, tripling down. What y'all think?
Oh, she definitely doubled down.
I think she quadrupled down.
She bringing even more hot takes.
Yes. See, that's one thing about the OGs, which I realize, is once they get to a certain age, they don't care. They don't care about their statements. It's like throw up and vomit from the mouth. They just keep going. They don't care. And I think she quadrupled.
Well, we should care for them, but we'll find out if she tripled down when we come back.
All right. Stephanie Mills, when we come back, don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
But he was literally walking around still just singing his songs before you even said, I'll come up there with y'all. He was still walking around singing. Like, how does that feel?
It's a blessing. I feel really blessed because I didn't have the machinery behind me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for me to still be here doing it, and I'm doing it on my own terms, because I kind of backed away from the industry because it became too much. For me to still do it and then find someone like Amp who believed in me and allows me to be who I am.
Yeah.
Because, in this business, they try to change you to meet a certain criteria. And I never fit into that criteria and didn't want to.
And I love that. And so for the Rolling Stones magazine,
greatest 200 singers of all time.
Yeah, the greatest 200 singers of all time. How do you feel being left out of that?
I don't feel anything. I don't pay any attention to that. That's somebody behind a desk who doesn't really know what they're talking about.
That's right.
How could you leave Celine Dion off?
Word.
How could you? She's a great, how could you?
Yeah.
So I don't pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to awards and all that, even though I have awards of everything musically. But it doesn't mean anything. What matters to me, and which has kept me with my sold out shows that I'm proud of, is my people coming to see me and paying their hard earned money. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Rolling Stones, clearly those people are culturally clueless. You know what I mean? If they're leaving people like you, Celine Dion,
but see, I was never played on VH1 or MTV. None of my videos, because they always said I was too urban. And I only had a pop record with Never Knew Love. That's the only one they allowed to cross over.
I wonder, you said something earlier, you said that you never had the machine behind you, and it's interesting because you can see how that might still impact you now when it comes to these lists.
Right, exactly. When you think about it, like back in the day when MTV, I Want My MTV, and they didn't want to play Michael.
That's right.
It was the president of the company that said, if you don't play him, I'm going to expose that you're racist. And I don't think really anything has changed. I think you have to have, and back then I didn't have that kind of person that would go on the front line for me.
Right.
But Michael did, and I'm glad he did, because just imagine you not hearing Thriller the way it was, or being exposed to all those wonderful videos that he did.
That's right.
And they didn't acknowledge his 40th anniversary of Thriller or anything at the Grammys or American Music Awards.
How did they pick and choose who got the machine back then, though? Because I feel like back then you really needed talent to get a deal.
You really needed talent to get a deal. That's why my audience is predominantly black, because BET and all those black outlets played my videos, and black radio supported me so much. So that's why I'm able to survive. That's why I don't understand why a lot of black artists don't go back to the black publications and things like that that made them.
You know why?
Because I know why.
They think white ice is colder.
Always. Why?
I have no idea.
I don't understand that. I never understand why they think vanilla ice cream is colder than chocolate.
I think it's because they want that mass look. You know what I mean?
But you can have that. Let me tell you something. I went to, what's the girls group? They came to Charlotte and they sold out the arena. There was nothing there but black people. Escape. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So what's wrong with the black dollar?
I definitely get what you're saying. My generation, they also feel like, because I don't, although I'm a part of them, they feel that's some type of advanced validation when you get, they call it the crossover.
Right.
It's and people, I did a show for Fox, sitcom on Fox.
Rel.
Yep. Shout out to the show, Rel. And I was on it with Sinbad. He played Rel's dad. And it was amazing, right? I love him too. The show, people was telling me, because people was only used to seeing me on Wildin' Out and all that type of stuff, more production with black people. And then they were like, oh, that's your crossover. Fox is your crossover. It's like, you really made it now. I really made it because I'm on Fox. Working around all these white people. No, I've been made it, and then I still ain't make it. That sitcom wasn't the cream of the crop for me yet. I'm still not where I want to be in terms of just where I'm going.
Right.
But I didn't consider that as my crossover. That's another show that I'm on. That's another stepping stone.
Right. Exactly.
So I never. So I get exactly what you're saying,
and that's what we think. We think when we cross over to that pop, we've made it. Why do we want to be so accepted? And I never really I just wanted to be accepted. I wasn't good at smoozing. I wasn't, Charlamagne. I wasn't good at doing that, and I didn't want to go to the parties and have to meet this one, and I didn't like auditioning.
Yeah, I know that's.
Do you like it?
No.
I know. They look at you like you're crazy. But they make it so hard for you. I won't do it.
Yeah. Or they'll act like they like you.
Right.
Just to be like, oh, okay, we'll call you.
Right.
And then don't. You know what I mean? And they will even let black women and black people, they'll let us audition for roles that they already know they're not going to give us.
Right.
Right. So, stuff like that. This is for, little Katie. You out here letting little
Because I
Jackson
auditioned for Sex in the City. They didn't have a black woman on Sex in the City.
You was going to be one of the Sex in the City women?
I auditioned for it.
Be one of the 4 women?
Yes.
Stop playing.
I did. I auditioned for it in the past. What character? I don't know. I forget what character I was auditioning for, but I did audition for it.
Wow. What did they tell you? Or they just...
Well, I don't think they liked me.
Yeah.
I didn't see a black woman on there.
Yeah.
Nope. They never had plans on doing it. It was just to make you feel good.
Well, they have to meet a certain quota. They have to look like they're inclusive, but they're really not. And things haven't changed. I don't care what people say. Things really, really, really has not changed.
Only reason I think things have changed just a tiny, tiny bit because there's more black gatekeepers. I hate to use that word, but it's true. There's more black people in positions of power that can say, you know what, I'm putting Stephanie Mills in this movie, or I'm gonna put Just Hilarious in this TV show.
And I like the ones that are black, because everybody that's black in those positions are not black. They're not kinfolk.
Absolutely.
Girls,
see that leads into my next question, because I was gonna say, what do you think of people who get the machine? When you see these black people who get the machine, do you look at them away like, oh, they sold out? Or
no, I don't look at them. It's not their fault.
Okay.
I think I applaud everyone's blessing, but I feel like I'm totally blessed because I'm out here selling shows. Don't have a record nowhere. Nowhere. I'll be 66 in March.
What you mean you don't have a record? You got a catalog.
I mean, I got a that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But most people say, well, you don't have a hit record, so you don't. But no.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing, and I love it, and I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Look, I'm on the Breakfast Club. This is my 3rd time.
That's right. That's right.
All right, we got more with Stephanie Mills when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have our guest host for today, Jemele Hill, joining us. But this interview happened yesterday when Just Hilarious and Charlamagne was in studio. Jemele Hill and myself, we weren't there. But let's get back into it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
And I love how you hold, Michael Jackson down. Always, you just acknowledge he didn't get, no acknowledgement at AMAs, at the Grammys.
Everything that he's done. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He wasn't accused of anything. But they want to ridicule him, and I
he was accused, but he wasn't.
He wasn't guilty.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was accused of being a child molester, which he never has been, never was, and I don't know where they got that from. He just liked being around children because they were innocent and didn't want anything from them. And he never had a childhood when you think about it.
Right.
So he was living vicariously through them. But I mean, even with the Kobe Bryant, I just feel like as black people, we go to black journalists thinking they're going to take care of us.
Yeah.
And they sell us out.
Yeah.
You know, there was no reason to bring up a rape case on Kobe Bryant when he lost his life. You know, there was no reason to give those two guys a platform when Michael was not proven guilty.
Right.
There's no reason for it. And the black community is just not going to stand for it. And I like that. And mental health is really important. There's a lot of people walking around that's sad. You know, I got into therapy when I was like 35 because the business was a lot for me. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel for Britney Spears and what's the baby's name? The singer. He's a white boy. I can't remember.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I feel for them. You know, it's hard. Everybody's at you, coming at you. Everybody has an opinion. Because even now, when I'm doing shows and people come by and they say, well, we took notes of your show. I didn't ask you to take no notes of my show. I invited you to enjoy my show. What you doing taking notes?
Right. Who are these people saying this?
What are you talking about?
I got a few notes for you. Oh, you do? You know, it's like...
You've been doing this forever.
What? That is crazy.
People can always get better, but come on, man.
You can always get better, you know, but AMP is going to tell me why I'm better or whatever. Right. But you have people, well, Stephanie, I think you should do this or you should go to this level. What level? What level? I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you would take notes from, like respectfully? Like, is there anybody that could give you a note and be like, you know what, I'll listen to that?
Diana Ross.
The legend.
Oh, that's right.
You just got
Diana Ross, Gladys Knight.
Patti LaBelle. Anita Baker.
Who? Don't say that. I seen that face. Who?
Oh, I didn't. You and Anita got smoke with each other?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You just wouldn't take no notes from her.
You just can't take notes from her.
I wouldn't take notes from Anita.
Well,
I love Anita. But
that face ain't look like you love Anita, Miss Mills.
No, it just look like she can't take notes from her. She ain't say she ain't love her. She said no.
One thing about the emojis can't hide what they feel now.
You know they can't. Her look was, I ain't say I can take notes from her now, but yeah.
I saw you on Vlad TV and everybody getting at you because you said that you can't compare Diana Ross and Beyonce because Beyonce is hip hop and Diana Ross is R&B royalty.
She is.
I need more context.
What I meant by that is with this album and the last couple of years of Beyonce, I feel like she's been like a rapper, like hip hop. Diana Ross is glamorous and first let me preference this by saying this. I am a Diana Ross fan. I've always wanted to be Diana. I would go to her shows when she'd play Caesar's Palace. It was always wonderful and fabulous. So to me, you can't compare nobody to Diana, not Beyonce. I don't care if they don't like what I say. I said it. I'm not going to apologize for it. Diana is the epitome of glamour and grace. And I didn't say that Beyonce wasn't. So y'all don't like it. I'm sorry.
I think people took the hip hop comparison and like you were saying hip hop was ghetto or you were saying hip hop was beneath.
But did I say it?
No.
Did I say?
That's what I
did
said.
I say hip hop was beneath? No, I did not. Go back and look at that interview and pay attention to what I actually said, and not what you want to think I said. There's a difference.
Yep. Or not what you want to think I meant.
Exactly.
Because I heard what you say and verbatimly you said.
Tell them what I said.
She said, "Listen, Beyonce is who she is in her time, and Diana Ross will still be legendary, glamour, glitz, classy in her time, in her era. She can still be the legendary, the fan
I
of a legend."
The only thing I respectfully disagree with is I don't look at Beyonce as hip hop.
But you have the right though, baby.
Right.
And I say that because of this album and the last couple of things. I just thought
Yeah.
What kind of hip hop?
So you don't think I took the top of the Maybach? I took the top of the Maybach.
That was years ago though. That's like one song.
But she
though.
said the last. No, that it was certain the Carter's album. They were very hip hop, and of course she collabed with her husband. But
isn't he a rapper?
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if she wasn't married to Jay-Z, would we still look at her would we look at her as hip hop if she wasn't with Jay-Z?
I think she has tried, like even with this album, this last album, it's more house music. It's more like she's giving the girls, as they say, they're something that they can do their thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to hit every type of genre of music. So I think she did go hip hop. I think she went pop. I think she did R&B. I think she's on a house music thing. I think she's doing a voguing. That's what it is, the voguing. She's been trying to do everything so she could be known for everything.
So Miss Mills, what artist in this generation would you consider, I guess, that R&B royalty?
Ooh.
Because there's some singers out here.
I love
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jill Scott.
Oh, but see, that's OG though.
She's OG.
To
Jill
me,
Scott.
I mean, that's my era.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but that ain't her era, so that's not. She ain't no OG to Stephanie Mills.
Thank you.
Like Erykah
that's a
Badu,
baby
Jill,
to her.
like
Bill, Erykah Badu,
Yeah.
Jill.
Yeah, they still her babies.
Those are they're babies to me.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan, I love.
Yeah.
I love Monica.
Yeah.
I love Tamia, who's never really gotten her.
Oh no,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tamia can sing her ass off.
She's always been so underrated. They've never given her the credit that she deserves.
And that's a singing woman.
Yeah.
Deborah Cox.
Oh my God, how did you get here?
Okay.
But see, that's all. Those are like the to me. Those are everybody you name is a legend already. Like,
What about Silk Sonic? Do you like that?
Oh, Bruno Mars.
There you go, honey.
Yes.
I knew what you knew.
Thank you, baby. Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars. I'd love to do a song with Bruno Mars. I love it because he's bringing back. He's letting them know what R&B is and where it came from,
and the soul in it.
Because everybody else just mimics us. Why is it that white artists can mimic our soul and mimic and be pop? And we do the same song and can't be.
And why do we ask questions like that when we know the answer?
I know, but it's like I know they're white, but it's like people don't think anything has changed. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Charlamagne has this saying that he says. I hear him say it all the time. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
The more they stay the same.
I feel it every time.
The more they stay the same.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know people were coming after me for that Beyonce thing.
I saw it.
You don't pay attention.
I
to none of that,
I
girl.
don't care nothing about that.
You don't need to.
I saw it last night, but I mean, it's just an opinion.
Everybody has the right to their opinion, and I respect that. But I have the right to mine, and I'm going to say it.
And I think because Beyonce is the bar for this generation, like a lot, the way you look at Diana Ross is probably how a lot of people. I know it's how a lot of people look at.
I'm
Beyonce.
sure, and I respect that. So respect that I said Diana is royalty.
Right, because if we can look at Beyonce like that,
why
can't you look at Diana like that? Why does everybody have to do one thing?
And you acknowledge Beyonce got her own queendom.
She
it's not
really
like you didn't.
Yeah, she has her own. There's no doubt that Beyonce is a queen, but Diana Ross is everything to me.
They can't be compared,
and they can't. And there's no compared. Two different eras,
two different styles.
Yes.
That's it.
All right, we got more with Stephanie Mills when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have our guest host for today, Jemele Hill, joining us. But this interview happened yesterday when Jess Hilarious and Charlamagne was in studio. Jemele Hill and myself, we weren't there. But let's get back into it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Can we talk about Black Broadway? A proud history, a limitless future?
Yes. Yes.
What is that all about?
Well, I guess they felt like they needed to, because there was a lot of controversy about not inclusive of black people on Broadway, and Broadway is truly the great white way.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
And still, they don't want us on there, but they have to. They don't want to look like, because when you think about The Wiz winning 7 Tonys. When you think about Bubbling Brown Sugar, Sophisticated Ladies, Raisin in the Sun, all these wonderful, and see, all these shows were on Broadway when The Wiz was there. You haven't seen that many black shows on Broadway since.
No.
This is the first time, like the last year is probably the first time I've seen this many black shows. Ain't No More, Strange Loop, Top
MJ.
Dog, Underdog, MJ. I'm going to see that next Friday.
Oh, you
MJ
haven't seen it yet?
No, I'm going next Friday.
I've seen it twice.
Wow.
Oh my God. He is the
when she leaned back.
There's something about it.
It is a great show. You really think you'll see in Michael. You really do.
Wow.
He is phenomenal. And he's leaving in April. So you better.
I'm going next Friday. I got my tickets.
Yes, you're gonna love it.
All the ones I named, I already saw. The piano lesson.
Oh, I saw the piano lesson too. Oh my God, yes, it's so good to see black people on Broadway doing their thing.
I was trying to explain to people, and I'm glad they're doing this Black Broadway special. The future of Broadway is black.
The future of Broadway is black. They might as well get to it.
Get to it, but for whatever reason, that old white guard is still holding on to it, and they don't want that crowd there.
No, they don't. But I don't want. Listen to me, my beautiful black people. Do not go to Broadway cutting up.
Oh yeah, no.
Like they did with the guy. Don't go cutting up. Don't embarrass us.
No, yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
When they, it was Winston Duke, right? I think it was Winston Duke.
And she was like, I saw you on TV. No.
You can't.
Y'all go and be respectful like we are. Don't go cutting up.
So what do you want people to take from Black Broadway?
I hate that they even call it Black Broadway. I hate, they should just say Broadway and what we contributed to it. I hate that they call it Black Broadway because, well, I guess they can because they call it the Great White Way. But I want them to know just how wonderful we contributed and how much money we brought to the Schuberts and the Nederlanders and all the people that owned those theaters. I tried to get Tyler Perry to buy the Apollo because I think it should be owned by a black person.
Yeah.
You didn't want to do it?
He said it was a lot of red tape, but I'm going to keep pressing him.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like, Broadway needs to get blacker. Like, I'd love to see, Rock Nation, they're trying to get the casino there. In Times Square. I'd love to see the casino go there because that's going to bring a lot more, black and brown traffic to Times Square.
Yes, because they try to deny that we contributed. When you think that they don't mention Sammy Davis Jr., they don't mention Natalie Cole, they don't mention Luther Vandross, and then they snub Michael Jackson. How could you do that? How can you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We contributed a lot to this industry, made this industry a lot of money.
I didn't know Luther was on Broadway.
No, not Broadway. I'm just talking about in the entertainment business, period.
Oh, absolutely.
They should. You can't get away from Elvis.
Yeah, and nobody ever brings up Elvis's indiscretions. The fact he married was she 13?
She was 15.
Yeah.
Why don't they talk about that? And that's what I mean. It's like you can't ridicule our black men when the other side has done worse.
I got a question about Michael too, because I want to know.
I will answer.
Okay, good. So is it true that you and Michael used to date?
I called it dating.
How was that?
It was wonderful. Michael was gentle. He was kind, very determined, knew where he wanted to go, and we just had fun.
Yeah.
He used to come to the Wiz all the time.
So was he a smooth criminal?
I'm sorry. He was a smooth criminal.
Couldn't wait to say that. All right, cool. Yeah.
I loved him, that afro and chocolate.
Yeah.
So why did he change all that? I think that's what people get Michael misconstrued, and they'll label Michael Tom as an Uncle Tom or a coon because of that.
I got to be strategic because that's my baby. But Michael wanted to be the king of pop. He had a fetish with Elvis Presley. And he had his eyes on Lisa Presley when she was very young.
Oh, okay.
I think he always knew he wanted to because he felt like that was the epitome.
Yeah.
And I think he really wanted to be king. But then when he got over there, they showed him that you still
nigga. Yeah. Damn.
And it broke his heart.
Yeah.
Did y'all have a relationship even up until his passing?
No, he was too different.
Yeah.
I couldn't relate to that, Michael. It had gone too far, but I think he knew that it had gone too far. But what can you do?
Right.
You can't go back.
At this point, yeah.
You can't go back. Because we went to the opening of the Atlantis, and he asked me to come. He asked to see me. And I didn't go because I was rehearsing. And I often wondered what he wanted to tell me. He probably wanted to tell me something or, but it had gone too far and I couldn't relate. And Michael was taught the moonwalk by my ex-husband, Jeffrey Daniel.
Ooh.
Really?
I went to those rehearsals, yeah. I know everybody claimed that they did not. Jeffrey Daniel taught Michael the moonwalk and all those things. But the Motown people, they don't always give people credit.
Yeah.
They're taught not to give people credit. I love giving people credit for what they do for me because you can't do this by yourself.
Nope.
But Michael never gave him credit, and he should have.
It's just interesting to me how I always wondered what can make a person totally lose their blackness. And have you seen somebody lose their blackness or fall out with black people and find a way to get back with the community? Because it feels like once you turn your back on us, we turn our back on you forever.
Yeah. But look at it. You know, I can remember a time, and people are not going to like this either, but I can remember a time when Michael would be at the awards and you would have to get in a line to see him. Mm-hmm. I never did that. I'm not getting in a line to see nobody. Ain't nobody that important. Nobody's more important than God. And I think there's no one that's, like some people say, well, how can you say something about Oprah or something about Gail? Aren't you afraid? I fear God, and you know that.
That's right.
You know that, Charlamagne.
That's right.
I only fear God. I don't feel a backlash. I mean, I'm 66 years old. What you gonna do?
They're going to do
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think...
And nobody's above critique.
Like...
Nobody. I don't care who you are and how much money you have. Because you can lose that. Look at Harvey Weinstein. I remember a certain person calling him God. Charlie Rose. Who would have thought? Matt Lauer. Well, he was kind of arrogant. He was arrogant. Yeah. But I just don't think that anybody's under approach. But I do think Michael knew he went too far. And you got to remember, towards the end of his career, he went to Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, and he even wanted to give Pops, Minister Farrakhan, his catalog, and Pops wouldn't take it. And he had a lot of Muslims around him towards the end. Michael never forgot he was black. I think he just got caught up in that ride. That ride can be vicious, as we see with other people that are white dealing with it. Britney Spears and I go back to them because I really see how the business has tormented them and the people around them.
The movie Pride, 7 Deadly Sin story. It's going to be on Lifetime.
Yes! with nephew Tommy, who did a brilliant job. He plays my son Gabe. And Kenya King, who's a Canadian actress, and Erica Campbell came in to play Pastor Trey.
This is your first feature?
My first feature.
That's crazy.
Ooh. My first feature.
So since Broadway and everything else, nobody decided Stephanie Mills should be acting?
They wouldn't give me a job.
Damn.
They wouldn't.
Do you want to do more?
Oh, yes. I got the bug now. But I'm not auditioning.
You're not?
No.
Tell them yes.
She's not auditioning, so don't ask her.
What roles would you want to play?
Mothers. I mean, I could play a mother, an older sister. But mothers, I want to do a Christmas. Yes, being a therapist. Or I want to play somebody really tough and like gangster.
I can see that too. I can see that too.
Now, until they see your size, who you gonna be? Who you gonna play with Kevin Hart? Who you gonna be staying?
I would love
Kevin
to do
Hart.
a movie with Kevin Hart.
He's the
so
only
funny.
person shorter than you.
When does the movie Lifetime movies?
April 8th.
April 8th. Okay.
And then Black to Broadway is February 28th. 28th. Yes.
Well, Stephanie Mills, it's always a pleasure sitting down to build with you and talk to you, and I just love seeing you all the time.
I love seeing you too, Bambi eyes.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. It's Stephanie Mills, y'all. It's The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Jemele Hill, joining us this morning.
Yes, indeed.
And let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Riri.
Rumor has it, rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on The Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on The Breakfast Club.
Now, Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime performance, which got more viewership than the actual Super Bowl, generated 103 FCC complaints for being too sexual.
Dropping the clues bombs for Rihanna. That's what I'm talking about. Push the envelope.
Make them mad.
That's right.
Now, what was sexual about it? I didn't see anything sexual. She just showed her belly. That was it?
Well, I think it was... Didn't she sort of grab her crotch a little bit?
It was that butterfly. That butterfly was when she took it back to the 1900s with that butterfly and that Tootsie Roll. That's what did it.
People just gonna always find a reason. You know what I'm saying? They always find a reason, for giving the performance. It's like, what you angry about?
Yeah, I think white middle America has a problem with seeing any black or brown person on stage shaking their ass. I really feel that way because I think this goes back to the Janet Jackson Super Bowl when she showed a little of her breasts or whatever it was. I think they've been making complaints ever since. I think they've been looking for those moments to complain. The same thing happened with J-Lo and Shakira and Beyonce.
Now, also, Rihanna's going to be performing at the 2023 Oscars. She's going to be performing "Lift Me Up."
Please don't.
Yes.
What, you don't want her to perform?
No, I know. I don't like that song.
You don't like the song?
You don't want to hear that song on TV live. That song is fitting for the end of Black Panther. I hate when they play it on the radio. That song's too depressing.
But Oscars is about movies, right? So
yeah,
the fact that she's performing from Black Panthers, I think that makes sense. And that's March 12th at 8 p.m. You can check her out.
I'll tell you where it would make sense if they're doing it as part of the In Memoriam package. Remember how I forgot what award show it was, where Quavo performed and those people were performing for the In Memoriam package. If she does Lift Me Up for the In Memoriam package, it'll make sense.
All right.
Other than that, it's like the windshield wipers going and it's not even raining outside.
Stupid. Now, academics, he claims that Gunna wants out of YSL.
From what I heard, he got an album. He got some to say, but there's nobody down to stand with him. So it becomes one of those situations where, how good could you make your case is if everybody's leaving you on the island. So I think Gunna is kind of in limbo, waiting to see what happens with Thug. I think he's praying that Thug, gets a favorable outcome, or he's probably praying that, despite what might happen to Thug, that Thug has some type of grace for him because he's not the only one who took a plea. Now, from label side, a lot of people believe that Gunna is going to be seeking to leave YSL. He's under YSL, that's under 300. His contract is probably going to get negotiated in a way where there's either a buyout or it's going to go to Atlantic Record.
Yeah, I heard that as well, that he possibly wants out of YSL and be on his own. So we'll see what happens with that.
I can't sit here and act like I care.
You couldn't even fake it.
I can't even fake like I care
I
about
was like,
this.
wow, that sounds a lot like when I'm describing the last episode of Young and the Restless.
Jesus.
And yes, I still watch.
Jesus. I didn't even know that was still on.
Yes, I DVR it every day. Listen, it's my guilty pleasure. It's how I blow off steam. I watch Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless has been on around for a long time.
That's when you pick up your mama's habits. Like your mom used to watch Young and the Restless, right?
No, my mom used to watch All My Children.
All My
and
Children.
General Hospital.
My mom watched Another World. Well, no, not Another World. What was Another something?
Days of Our Lives?
My grandma was Days of Our Lives. Bo and Hope Brady.
Bo and Hope Brady.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Bo and Hope Brady.
My goodness.
My grandma was definitely Days of Our Lives.
Now, I want to tell all security guards that's out there protecting these artists, if you come to New York City, and I know a lot of you guys have licenses from different states, it doesn't matter in New York. So Glorilla, his driver was busted with guns as she was performing with Cardi B in New York City. She was at Irving Plaza. Now, allegedly, New York City police officers observed a man trying to get into the venue, and when he set the metal detector off, and he turned around and went back to the car, they seen him sitting in the car, so they checked him out and they found 2 semi-automatic pistols. So they don't know if that was security, if he was just a driver, a friend, or whatever it may be. But this happens a lot. A lot of people get licenses from different places. But if you cross over to New York City and you have that license that's valid in Texas, Florida, New Jersey, wherever you get your license from, Utah, does not work here.
Well, thank you for the update on the legislation. Okay, can we talk about this headline on TMZ that says DJ Envy, Irv Gotti owes me $10,000, keeps blowing me off.
Now the crazy thing is I never said he keeps blowing me off.
No, forget that. Irv Gotti owes you $10,000.
Yeah, I need the backstory.
You want to be like Jess Hilarious so bad?
No, I was explaining when Jess Hilarious was here. Yeah, so one of the first tracks that me and DJ Mono, the person that actually taught me how to DJ, produce ever, Irv Gotti bought, right? And he paid $10,000 for that beat. All right, he gave me $5,000 up front, and he owed me $5,000 back then, which it is now, but it was a lot of money for me and Mono during that time. Like, we needed it, and we never got the back end. And then he put the same track in a movie, so we were supposed to get a sync fee, we were supposed to get a movie fee, but we never got nothing. But I honestly I never got nothing. I never got a back end or anything. But it was my first beat, so it was just
why
what it was.
Why do you still feel this trauma now? Like, why? Why say this? Why talk about this now?
No, well, when Jess Hilarious was talking about her not getting her back end, I got it was a trigger, and I was traumatized and I felt away. So I just wanted to say that, the people out there, it happens to everybody every day, B, and it happened to me.
Who owes you money, Jemele?
I've been sitting here racking my brain like, who owed me some bread right now so I could get this out here and y'all can pay me. But I've been very thankful that nobody owes me money.
Okay. But mind you, it was like when I was 18, 19 years old. I think I was pretty young, but it was my first track, so the opportunity was everything for me. And then I produced for DMX, I produced for Fabulous, and I did a bunch of other productions. So
does Irv know this?
Yeah, did you ever tell him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he waking up to this morning?
I'm sure he probably don't remember. Most people don't remember. He probably thought the accountant handled it. But yeah, they owe me money. But even if he tried to give it to me right now, I wouldn't take the money. It was what it was. This was back in the day.
I was like,
I'm not.
should
I would take that money.
You
I
would take the money.
Yeah, I'll take that money. Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah.
I know
I'll
you're rich,
take,
but
yeah, I'll
damn,
take that
okay.
money.
It was 10, Jemele.
It was
sorry,
10 grand.
Wait,
But I got to split it with Mono. But I got to split it with
five.
Mono. Yeah, I got to split it.
Gotcha,
I got to split
gotcha.
it with Mono though. So yeah. But anyway, that is your rumor report. Shout out to Murder Inc. and Irv. But
Don't shout him out now.
If you want to send me my money,
10 grand.
my address is still the same in Queens. You can just send it right to the PO box there. But anyway, Charlamagne, who you giving that down to?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need to talk about FFD. Because we don't talk about FFD enough.
What the hell is FFD?
Fast food disappointment.
Ooh.
We'll discuss 4 after the hour.
All right, we'll get to that next. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Our audible pick of the day is Some People Have Real Problems by Britt Bennett. Tessa Thompson plays a conflicted woman who imagines living a totally different life. Start listening when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at the home of storytelling, audible.com/Breakfast Club.
Donkey up the day.
Damn, the hee-haw again?
It's time for Donkey of the Day. I ain't trying to be Donkey of the Day no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlamagne, who got the Donkey of the Day today?
Okay, Taylor. Drop on the clues bombs for Taylor. Putting together new Donkey of the Day intros. Okay. Donkey of the Day for Friday, February 24th goes to Belinda H. Miller of Augusta, Georgia. Belinda is 50 years old, grown woman, seasoned, okay, knows what she wants and how she wants it. And if she doesn't get it, I'm sure she's not happy about it. And I totally understand, okay? What you kids don't realize is those of us born in the 1900s grew up on the Burger King slogan, have it your way. Okay, yes, long before the Migos and Drake were having their way, we were having ours, and that's really a slogan that applies to more than just Burger King, okay? When you go to fast food restaurants, you want what you want, and anything else is uncivilized. Okay, word to Charles Barkley and the Right Guard commercials from the 1900s. But it's certain things you expect from certain fast food restaurants. When you go to Chick-fil-A, you expect immaculate service and for your order to be absolutely correct. So imagine going to Chick-fil-A and ordering a 4-piece chicken strips with a large waffle fry and Polynesian sauce, heavy on the Polynesian sauce. But imagine the disappointment one would feel if they forgot the Polynesian sauce. Okay, you a mile up the road, got to get back off the highway, bust a U-turn to get back to Chick-fil-A to get to the Polynesian sauce because you can't even eat the chicken strips without the Polynesian sauce. That's high-level FFD. Y'all know what FFD is, right? Fast food disappointment. Okay, FFD is one of the worst things one can experience because most of the time when we order in fast food, we doing it on the go. And it's comfort food and we want to be comforted. And when the things we want for comfort aren't provided, how can we not be disappointed? McDonald's ice cream machine being broke. FFD. Wendy's fries not hot after saying you want fresh hot fries. FFD. Krispy Kreme hot and now light. Not on when you pull up to it. FFD. But Belinda Miller, what Belinda Miller went through is high-level FFD, the kind of FFD that one might need some therapy for later. See, Jemele, I know that you have a affinity for Popeyes, right?
I love Popeyes.
So let me ask you a question. What's your go-to Popeyes order?
3-piece, spicy, red beans and rice, Dr. Pepper. That's the go-to. Yeah.
So what could be missing from that order that would disappoint you?
Okay, so I'm not a sauce person. So when you were laying that out, I definitely understand fast food disappointment. Like, I eat my chicken strips or chicken nuggets or, chicken tenders, no sauce.
Jesus Christ.
So I wouldn't have been disappointed at all. I'd have been like, oh, cool.
I'm the same. No sauce on my nuggets or
no sauce.
Chicken fingers either.
Y'all should never be allowed to own a firearm. What? Why don't you sauce?
No.
Wow.
Unless it's Chick-fil-A. If it's Chick-fil-A all day. But outside of that, no sauce, nothing.
Wow.
Just a little salt and pepper.
Yeah, that's it. Like fries, no ketchup. I just need salt.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Fries, no ketchup, just salt and pepper.
Well, let's go to ABC 6 for the report, please, to see what kind of
A local
FFD.
woman is arrested and accused of driving her car into a restaurant. Belinda Miller was arrested today for allegedly ramming her SUV through the wall of Popeyes on Walton Way. Investigators say the 50-year-old continued driving her vehicle through the doors of the building and did not stop until debris blocked her from moving further. No one was hurt, but a woman inside the restaurant was almost hit. Belinda Miller is charged with aggravated assault and first-degree criminal damage to property.
Now, I know the audio wasn't the best, but Belinda ran her car into a Popeyes. You know why she ran her car into a Popeyes? Because they forgot her biscuits.
That is the item. That would lead to major FFD. See, you got to hear both sides. Because as that story was being played, I was thinking, I bet it's a reason. And I bet it's a good one. I was like, I need to hear both sides of this one.
They forgot her biscuits.
You forget the biscuit? You listen. It's going to be a problem. You can't forget the biscuit. You got one job.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't forget the biscuit.
I've been really doing my best in 2023 not to say the N-word anymore. Okay, been trying not to call people of any race the N-word. I just want to eliminate the N-word from all my timelines and every multiverse that I exist in. But when niggas nig on this level of nigging, you must allow me an exception, okay? There's a reason that I have historically called this establishment Popeye's Chicken and Nigga Cookies. Okay, see, the Popeye's biscuit is proof that a lot of black people don't really want the peace they say they want, all right? The Popeye's biscuit is proof that we might be gluttons for punishment because as I've gotten older, I've come to the conclusion that the Popeye's biscuit is overrated. Fight me.
Oh, I will fight you.
What?
Let's go. Let's scrap right now.
Chick-fil-A biscuits with their breakfast sandwiches are better. KFC biscuits are better.
No.
And Bojangles.
Bojangles down. Bojangles, yeah.
Okay.
Bojangles, you're right. Bojangles, you're right.
Bojangles chicken biscuit?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Manna from heaven.
That Bo-Berry biscuit? Come on
Fire.
now.
Absolute fire.
Washing Popeyes on every level. Okay, the Popeyes biscuit is a weapon. All right, that's what it is. Let it sit.
Now you're being disrespectful.
No, let it sit for a day and then throw that blunt
Why would you
object
let it
at
sit
somebody.
for a day? That's your first problem.
Well, don't even let it sit. Just take it right out the box and throw it at somebody's head. If you hit the person in the head, you're going to get arrested for murder because they're going to die.
I now feel very vindicated over my no sauce take because that's one of the worst food takes I've ever heard.
Listen, them biscuits are overrated, okay? And if you miss the person that you threw the biscuit at, when that hard-ass nigga cookie shatters a window, you're going to get arrested for assault and battery with intent to kill, okay? The Popeyes biscuit is a weapon of mass destruction. Don't believe me? Eat it with no drink. I bet you never ate it with no drink, Jemele. Exactly.
See, hold on.
I bet y'all won't do that challenge on TikTok. Try to eat as many Popeyes biscuits as you can with no drink. I bet you can't just even eat one. I bet you can't.
One.
Nah, you'll die.
Really, the issue I have currently with Popeyes, they did this a while ago. I need y'all to bring back the Cajun rice. They took it off the menu. And I'm upset about this. So Cajun rice hive, I need y'all to assemble because I want it brought back. Y'all brought, McDonald's brought back that nasty ass McRib, right? Well, bring back Cajun rice.
At Popeyes right now, tell them ban the biscuit and bring back Cajun rice. And I'm going to be honest with you. What I think happened to Belinda, because there's a manager at Popeyes, when you read the story, she told police that before the crash, the mistake was corrected and Belinda got her biscuits, but she was still unhappy. I got a theory that Belinda got her biscuits, but she forgot her drink. And she was actually choking on a nigga cookie, lost control of her SUV, and that's how she ended up crashing into the Popeyes. Either that, or you simply are what you eat. And yeah, you are what you eat.
Wait, Belinda was about to buy NBC. Is that what happened? So that's what we go with this.
NBC stand for nigga biscuit cookie. All right, that's what I think happened. Belinda was eating a nigga cookie, and now because of that, we have one of the most classic nigga moments in American history.
You're about to experience a nigga moment. Webster defines the nigga moment as a moment when ignorance overwhelms the mind of an otherwise logical Negro to act in an illogical, self-destructive, i.e., like a nigga.
Happy Black History Month, y'all. Please give Belinda H. Miller the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
I learned a lot about y'all this morning. Y'all don't like sauce with y'all chicken strips.
Nope.
And y'all like Popeye's biscuits. I used to like Popeye's biscuits when I was childish. But you
put away childish things?
I put away childish things. I grew up, you know what I mean? Put the childish ways behind me.
All right, well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes.
Now, when we come back, 800-585-1051, let's open up the phone lines. Now, Jemele Hill went viral earlier this week. That's because she don't wash her towels.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa,
that's how bad information gets passed around. I was standing up for you this entire show, and now you just blatantly disrespected me.
What was the context?
Why'd you go viral?
Okay, the context was this. Me and my publicist, Bianca Shelton, who you know,
South Carolina,
Charlamagne knows, we were having a discussion about how often you change your towels. And Bianca informed me that she changes her towels every day.
Terrorist behavior.
I agree. I was like, that's the work of communists. Like, what are you doing?
What?
And, it got me to thinking, and so I posed the question on Twitter, like, how often do you guys change your towels? And I shouldn't have been stunned, but I was amazed that it was so many trifling responses. Like, I'm a every 3 or 4 days kind of person. And it's usually my husband that does it. But it's a lot of people out here living foul. Like, some of your people here, they have unveiled their towel behavior.
Well, let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051.
Somebody said
when do you
something
wash your
disgusting.
towels? Yeah, producer said he washes it every 2 weeks.
No, somebody.
No, we got one worse than that.
Yeah, one of our producers said he washes it when it smells.
That's disgusting.
And I didn't like that.
I want to know what producer that was. I will talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I don't change my towel. So my wife takes a shower,
That's
and
a lie.
I use my wife's towel.
All that just for men you be using in Beijing and all that. Like, I know you got to change your towel more than once a week.
I use my wife's towel when she's done, and then every day she gets a new towel, and I use her towels every day.
Huh? Why would you use your wife's towels every day?
Because usually my wife's towel is the one that's hanging up on the shower, and I just take it and I dry it off.
That's
so
just lazy.
they share towels.
They share towels.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't share with me. I share her towel, and she gets a new one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
How often
honest.
do you change yours, Jemele?
Every 3 to 4 days. Yeah, and it's usually my husband that he's the one who does it typically. And so, like, it's funny you said that about sharing towels because another couple that I know, they do the same thing. And, I was just like, that's so odd to share the same towel. I don't know. I was like, I thought the comfort level was there because they're both lesbians, right? So, like, I was like, oh, is it because y'all both women? Is that what it is? And she was like, no, we just been sharing towels. It's just easier.
I just don't see the point.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of sharing towels? There's two of y'all. Y'all can have 2 towels hanging up on the rack.
Yeah, we don't take showers at the same time all the time. So she takes a shower, and then a couple hours later, towel's dry. I use her shower. I use her towel.
But you have your own towel, and so that means the towel never gets dried.
Oh yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? The
too.
towel's
That's a
always
downside.
damp.
But that's why she gets a new towel, because she don't like to use my towel, but I use her towel.
I think this is a way. That's kind of like a sneaky backdoor way of you changing your towel every day.
Pretty
Basically,
much.
right?
Yeah,
You should have seen how his eyes lit up when you said sneaky back door. He didn't know where you was going with it, Jemele.
Free
He got
envy.
excited.
Free envy. Free envy.
Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
DJ Hitler from Detroit.
I know you change your towel once a month.
You ain't gonna do my
Around
Detroit people
DJ
like
Hitler.
that.
I'm just saying, DJ Hitler from Detroit, once a month.
No. It's not about me. I know I got a friend. They believe that you shouldn't use soap when you wash your towel. As it defeats the purpose. They just use hot water.
I'm so confused.
I change mine every week and a half, give or take.
Give or take?
Give or take.
Give or take.
That's a broad definition, bro.
That means what he remembers.
Let the record show he's from Detroit. Jemele, Jemele, I don't know why.
Wait, no, is he an East Sider or a West Sider? You an East Sider or a West Sider? Oh, he's going, okay.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Kia. Good morning. Charlamagne, DJ, NB, and Jemele.
Good morning.
Hey, what's going on?
How often do you change your towel, mama?
Well, once every week is good enough for me. So on Sundays, I wash all my towels and all my bed sheets.
Okay. That sounds about right.
That sounds about
I
right.
think once a week is the accurate answer.
That's the accurate number. And
Yeah, that's what my mama used to do. Every Sunday, she would wash towels and the sheets every Sunday.
But that's another important question. Like, how often do you change your sheets?
Once a week?
No, those get changed a lot because I'm a night sweater. So my wife definitely changes our sheets a lot. But boy, she just got some night sweat sheets. There's some type of sweat resistant sheets.
I got those.
Those are
They work
amazing.
amazing. Yeah,
like
they
amazing.
I'm gonna need the plug on that one.
No, you could
Yeah.
pour water on it and it's like gone. Like, it's incredible. Those are incredible.
I didn't try that, but
I don't know what the name brand is. Let me ask her.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Al.
Hey, Al, take us off Bluetooth for speaker, please.
Yeah, you're not on Bluetooth.
Thank you.
Good
How
morning,
often?
Breakfast Club. I
Good
love
morning.
you guys. You guys
Good morning.
are funny. So I think every 4 to 5 days, 6 days is okay because not everybody. This might sound like an excuse, but not everybody might have a washer and a dryer in their apartment. So
True.
sometimes if
That's a
they're
good point.
working full-time during the week.
Yeah, but you shouldn't
What
just
was
have
that?
one towel, though. You should have at least
No, you
2
shouldn't.
towels,
You
3
should have
towels. You don't just have one towel.
I know you ain't talking.
Yeah, no, you should definitely.
First of all, don't let Envy talk to you like that when he using his wife's towel and he ain't got to. Y'all got one towel in the house, sound like to me.
Community towel.
No, you should have at least 3 towels in the house.
You should.
But after that, But no, I agree.
Yeah,
I like your point about the washing and drying.
That's like in college.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I was every 3 to 4 days. I was probably like once a week. Maybe even a week and a half because in college you broke and you don't have that many towels.
Yeah, I ain't go front of college. It might have went 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I do 2 weeks now.
That's disgusting. As a grown ass man,
it's
that's
not,
disgusting,
though.
bro. Yes, it is.
I have two washcloths and a towel to dry off with.
That's disgusting, bro.
2 weeks goes by fast.
Do you wash at night in the morning?
Absolutely.
And yes, you need more than 2 weeks, bro. That towel stinks.
I'm a 2 to sometimes 3 shower a day type of person.
You smell your towel?
Does your wife smell yours?
No.
Since y'all use the same one?
No, she gets a fresh towel.
But that's how I know your towels ain't fresh, because what makes the towel smell is the dampness of it. When them towels dry out, they don't be that rank.
2 weeks they stink, bro.
Rank.
800-585-1051. How often do you wash your towels? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. Get your opinion to the Breakfast Club top. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Jemele Hill, our guest host today.
And you learn so much about people. Like Jemele Hill, she sparked this topic because, she chose violence on Twitter, telling people they don't be washing and, they don't change their towels and stuff. And now Jemele says you don't wash before you go to bed?
Not all the time. No.
Me neither. Not every time.
I do for specific reasons sometimes. It depends on what has happened in the course of the day, what I've been doing.
You might have worked out. LA be hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, workout. Definitely. For sure. Like, I don't go.
Want some sex? Yeah. You should wash
that was going to be the other. That was going to be the other thing. See, Envy picked up on it. I was like, well, the other thing, too, is that, if you want to have everything fresh for sexy time.
Got you.
Definitely.
I can understand Envy not washing before bed, because that Beijing, like, you can't can't wash 2 times a day with that Beijing on your chin and in your hair.
Goodness. Let's go to the phone lines, man. Hello, who's this?
This is Cherie from Houston.
Hey, Cherie.
Hey, Cherie.
Yo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How often do you change your towel, mama?
Every 3 days.
Every 3 days.
Every 3 days. And in between those 3 days, you really should throw your towel in the dryer, because if you don't put that heat on it, the bacteria, whatever, will start festering on the damp towels, and that's just nasty.
That's what and that's when you get rank. That's when that towel be rank.
It starts to hold that smell. After a while, when you wash them, it kind of smells moldy and dingy. Nobody wants that.
What would you rather be, rank or stank?
I feel like rank is better.
Oh.
I would rather be neither, but I feel like
neither.
I was like,
rank. But stank is just stank.
Yeah, stank is stank. But rank is subtle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like a quiet funk.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas if you stank, it's like loud. Like when you say you stank, you just like, oh gosh, okay. Something might be in my pores. That's how you feel. Right?
You just hear doctor.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Sarah.
Hey, good morning, mama. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Detroit.
Look at 313 representing. Please don't say nothing trifling.
Now, how often do you change your towel, mama?
I change my towel every time I shower.
Ooh, the everyday person.
Boy, y'all rich.
That's a lot of laundry detergent.
Well, I wash my laundry once a week, so.
Can I ask you what's going on with your body that you got to change your towel every day? If you don't mind me asking, like, what's the problem?
There's not a problem. I just like pulling a fresh towel and unfolding it.
I don't believe that. I don't believe anybody that tells me they change their towel every day. I don't believe Bianca.
Bianca said it. She does it every day. But I do. She is right about something. There's something about like a fresh towel, like especially if it's like a warm fresh towel.
Yeah,
like that's very luxurious feeling.
Why do we have the mind state that? Because I do this in hotels. I need fresh towels all the time.
In hotels, I'm the worst.
Me too. I'm always calling out there. Bring me more washcloths.
I burn through those.
Why do we do that in hotels but not at home?
You're not doing the laundry.
You're not doing the laundry.
And most hotel towels are white, right? And so it's just like, it's something about a white towel that just starts to look kind of dingy or whatever.
White towels are like a therapist. You get to see yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It exposes what you've been doing that day, right?
But in a hotel too, I take the sheets off the bed every day to make sure they change the sheets, because they have this new thing now where
you got to ask, right?
Yeah, you got to ask to change the sheets. I take the sheets off every day. I want new sheets every day.
I think you just be embarrassed because you be ruining them people's sheets with all that Beijing.
My goodness, man. What's the moral of the story, man? Why is it always I don't even use Beijing.
The moral of the story is just wash your damn towels. That's really the moral of the story. Because somebody in this room, we're not in this room, but in this building, said they don't wash their towels until they smell something.
What?
That's not good.
That is not good.
That is not good.
Actually disgusting.
How often do they smell it? Like, how fast does it take to smell?
If they have to, if the odor probably jumps up on them. See what I'm saying?
That's right.
And if that's the case, if your towel is smelling that bad, then, what was leading into that?
That's right. He said. I thought if I heard correctly, he said his new girlfriend is the one who got him together on that. Well, you wouldn't have a new girlfriend if you changed your towels more often. Okay, you'd have a one OG girlfriend. All right, you're gonna keep having new girlfriends because every time they smell them towels, they're gonna be out.
But most women though, there's a expectation that we have that a lot of guys you may date or you wind up being your significant other, like there's gonna be an expected level of nastiness. Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be an expected level where you just because my husband tells me this all the time is that, and he's a very clean person, that he holds women to a much higher standard.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, men can be a little nasty. Y'all can get away with it, but women cannot get away with that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, Jemele, pause. Quick question. Do you do the laundry in your crib or does your husband?
We both do it.
Why is that a pause?
I don't know why it was a pause.
I'm going to tell you. Does your husband have white underwear?
Man, you been checking out wood, man. Yo, you a wild boy, man. I don't understand I don't even understand this line of questioning.
Because Ray J was here. Ray J was telling men that they shouldn't have white underwear because it's embarrassing when their woman washes the underwear. I'm just asking.
Okay, but why are you a grown man with streaks? Is the bigger question.
That's right.
Do y'all not? Have y'all not? I mean, agree. Are we not at a point where we're using wipes?
Somebody called up here yesterday and literally said they learned how to wipe their ass properly because they heard that conversation we had on the Breakfast Club. This was 2 weeks ago, Jemele. That man was like 30-something years old.
That's shameful. I don't think my husband has a lot of white underwear. Most of them are like black, different colors, red, whatever. And I have never seen
a streak. All right.
A streak anywhere.
Right.
You should not have gave Envy that visual of wood and no black underwear. He is not. That's what he wanted, Jemele.
I'm so now understanding why Envy is in this prison, man.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all gonna let Envy live.
Oh man.
Free Envy. Liberate.
Oh my goodness. All right. When we come back, Nyla Simone is joining us. Of course, DJ Nyla Simone, she does Pass the Aux. That's when we tap into her playlist, say what's new, what's popping, what we should be looking for or listening to. And we're gonna do that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Jemele Hill, joining us.
Yes,
How you enjoying yourself so far, Jemele?
Oh, this has been a blast. I've learned so much. So much I didn't know, so much I didn't need to know, but now I feel like I'm more informed.
You didn't know Envy thought about penis so much, did you? So early in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
A whole father with a family.
Oh, my goodness.
D on the brain. He ain't even from Detroit.
I'm here to liberate Envy. Because y'all got him in prison.
Goodness
y'all really
gracious.
do it. He's liberated. You're free, Envy. You're free.
Goodness gracious. Well, it's time for Pass the Aux. And I have my friend Nyla, DJ Nyla Simone. Good morning, Nyla.
Good morning, Envy. What's up, guys?
NYLA.
You're my only friend up here today because these other guys are just talking bad about me.
No, she's just your friend for this segment. She's just happy for the opportunity. That's all. What we got today, Nyla? This is where Nyla, puts us on to what she's listening to on her playlist for the week.
Okay.
Yeah, so this week, Lotto dropped a new record last Friday. I took some time and sat on it, and I really, really like it. A lot of people were giving her flack because they feel like she's going pop too soon.
What's it called?
It's called Lottery.
Well, first of all, what happened to Nasty Song? Okay, I thought that was supposed to be the next single.
Nah, that was Nasty Song. It is a single. It went like top 5.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a new record.
It's a new record, yep.
And it's a little late for her to have a song called Lottery, don't you think? Like your name's Lotto.
Never too late.
That should be one of the first 2 records you came out with. A song called
Remember,
Lottery.
her name is now Lotto. She went through name changes.
That's right.
It was Mulatto. You're right. It had nothing to do with the lottery.
Oh, okay.
And then it was Big Lotto.
Then it was
Big Lotto. Okay, so now it's just Lotto.
Now it's just Lotto, and now we got Lottery.
I like the rebrand.
Yeah.
I like the rebrand.
And it also has Luke Kayla on it, who had a viral hit last year about the soft girl era. All the girls are saying they're in their soft girl era right now. So just shout out to her. Super dope moment. My second record, I'm going to keep it with the ladies because the ladies is killing stuff right now.
All right.
Flo Milli dropped another record that I love called Nasty Dancer. It's tough. It's fire. Let's get into it.
Wait, did she say it tastes like cocoa?
She said it tastes like cocoa.
Just like cocoa.
All right then.
What was the other Flo Milli song? Flo Milli had a song called Lotto, right?
No.
No.
That was Tierra Corinne. What was Flo Milli's song? She had a song I liked with that sample. Oh, If I Was a Rich Girl.
Oh.
Remember that? That should have went.
Flo Milli got a bunch of records. I don't know.
You pop her?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Flo Milli record.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It kind of reminds me of like Florida, down south.
Yep.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
I grew up in the 1900s. I remember what Florida down
Why
south
are you
used to
saying
sound
the
like.
1900s?
That Uncle Luke era was something different. You can't play those on the radio no more
you cannot.
without getting canceled.
All right. Well, I feel like it's in that tempo. And then my last record is by an artist named Jordan Ward. And it's a song called White Crocs. It's super wavy.
Where's he from?
He's from St. Louis.
And the song's called White Crocs?
White Crocs.
Like your shoes?
Yeah, because he got a line that's like, you know, I like thoughts. I'm about to pull up on them in some white Crocs.
That's fentanyl using footwear.
Yeah.
Stupid. White Crocs? Like, who wears white Crocs, bro?
Sounds like Jeremiah a little bit. Give me a Jeremiah feel.
Yeah, it's vibey like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the vibe, but I question the song title. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
White
saying?
Crocs?
It's like, it feels like when you told me when you told us what the name of the song was, I was not expecting that type of record. Like, it feels like it should be something else. Bad marketing, man.
Understood.
I didn't know they made white Crocs.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen. Have you
I've
ever
never
had
seen white Crocs. I
I've
feel
never
like they'd
seen
be
white
dirty.
ones. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The Crocs are comfortable. Don't
Really?
they comfortable as hell.
Especially if you get the ones with the fur in it. The fur in it make your feet. Oh.
Somebody told me to start wearing Crocs instead of Yeezys. Because that's why we were wearing the
I
Yeezy
think you
slides.
should too. That's why your Yeezys got stolen in Africa. Like, why are you wearing
Ghana.
Yeezys?
Okay.
They stole your Yeezys? Where?
He's
From
like,
where?
Yo, I'm like, he's like, why would somebody steal my Yeezys? I'm like, why would you wear Yeezys here?
I looked up to the ancestors like, I get it.
Right?
You're right.
They were sending you a
That's
message.
right.
They were like, now next time, make better choices.
We went to the what was it? The last
Last bath.
with the river where they let you do your last bath before they make
Before
you
you took
walk.
an 80-mile walk.
Yeah. To put you on the slave ships.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we had to be barefoot walking down the dirt road. And somebody damn sure stole them Yeezys from me. I got them back within 20 minutes though.
Oh, you got them back?
Oh, you got them back?
Oh, they don't play that in
Not
Ghana.
the point.
Wow.
Not the point.
Yeah.
The point is you
that
don't
was
need to
Harry
be
Tubman
wearing
sending
that.
you a message.
Right.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Do better.
You're right. Nyla,
All right.
tell them where to find you.
But make sure you guys follow me at Nyla Simone on IG, NYLASYMONEEE. And tap into the playlist. It's on the link in bio, Past the Aux playlist. All your favorite drinks will be on there.
All right. Thank you, Miss Nyla.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we got the People's Choice mix. You know, we throw it back on a Friday. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Where's the best place to spark new ideas? It's Audible, the home of storytelling. Listen to best-selling audiobooks, podcasts, and exclusive originals on wellness, motivation, true crime, you name it. It's all there in the Audible app. Sign up for 30 days free at audible.com/The Breakfast Club. Hey everybody, it's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Jemele here, our guest host here today.
Yes, indeed.
And what we doing today is Black History Month.
Listen, man, you know, every day during Black History Month, the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, we put out a podcast called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, hosted by my guy B. Dot. And today, B. Dot is explaining how Robert Smalls stole a Confederate ship and sailed to freedom undetected with his family and 16 others. Let's listen.
I didn't know, maybe you didn't either. I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know.
His name, Robert Smalls. And in the early hours of May 13th, 1862, he did the unthinkable. He stole a Confederate ship, the Planter. He had a wife named Hannah, a 4-year-old daughter named Elizabeth, and an infant son named Robert Jr. Now, this all happened in Charleston, South Carolina. After the captain and his partners had docked the Planter, they exit and go to land. Now, were they going to party or were they going to sleep with their wives and family? Who knows? But they left the Planter monitored only by Robert Smalls. And that's when him and his partners took action. Now, this was very difficult because they had to first start the Planter, which is a loud steamboat, and they had to do it in a way that wouldn't draw suspicion. Secondly, they would have to maneuver the steamboat to the boat where his family was and pick them up. After that checkpoint, they would have to navigate through 3 Confederate checkpoints, including Fort Sumter, just to try to get to the open waters and meet up with the Union ships. Now, remember, Confederate ships, bad guys. Union ship, good guys. Even if they were successful enough to get through all of the Confederate checkpoints, who's to say the Union ships wouldn't shoot them down because they were driving a Confederate steamboat? So many, many ways to die. Yet, it was worth the risk. Not only did Robert Smalls undock the Planter from the Charleston Harbor, but he made it to pick up his wife and kids. Because he had taken so many trips, he knew the codes for the Confederate checkpoints. Whether it was a blow of the whistle here, a tip of the cap there, he successfully maneuvered in the early mornings through the Charleston Harbor into open water. Immediately, him and his partners start taking down the Confederate flags and the South Carolina flags and putting up white sheets to show the Union ships, hey, we surrender. And it worked. They said they were going to make a movie about it, but I ain't seen it yet. Robert Smalls seized a Confederate ship and sailed it and 16 other enslaved individuals to freedom. And I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
That's right. Salute to my guy B-Dot, man. And listen, I gotta always salute B-Dot because, we started doing I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either last year on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network for Black History Month. And this year, 15 schools in North Carolina started implementing I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either in their curriculum. So salute to B-Dot and all those schools that picked up this podcast.
Dope.
That's what podcasts should be, right? They should be educational, I think, in some way, shape, or form. So salute to B-Dot and make sure you subscribe to the I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got the positive note. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Jemele Hill. And Jemele, thank you for joining us today and being up here with us crazy ass mother effers.
Yeah, I got the little sheet about what not to say, and so I'm glad you edited yourself. I was like, oh my God.
But that's easy for you though, Jemele, because you got so much television experience.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually surprised I've made it this far in my career and never cursed on TV.
Because you got a potty mouth.
Yeah, I do.
You are from Detroit.
I do. I was like, it's bad. But I'm able to edit myself. But I want to thank y'all for having me on here. I've learned and been educated in so many ways. Towel behavior. I found out who Bernice Burgos. Legend.
Yes,
I found out who that was.
Legend.
So I feel like that was my Black History lesson for today.
Man, we do need to celebrate Bernice for Black History Month, man. I gotta tell B-Dot to figure out what don't we know about Bernice? Like in the I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either.
Yeah,
we need to
some fast facts.
We don't know her. People don't really know Bernice stats, and they need to know her stats. Okay, Bernice actually needs a statue built to her in New Jersey somewhere.
She got a Hall of Fame jacket.
Shut up,
she
man.
does,
Okay.
man. Bernice is a legend. Okay, and she's Dominican. Nyla's in the corner saying Bernice is Dominican. I don't know why she's.
She just thought that was important context.
Is that the
to
fun
answer the
fact?
story.
Oh, you saying because she can't be a Black History Month legend? 'Cause Afro-Latina?
Yeah, she might be that.
I thought she was half and half.
Half and half what? Why you make it sound like a goddamn uptown, man? Like sweet tea and lemonade. Half and half what, man? Salute to Bernice.
Shout out to Bernice. All right.
Yes.
Well, you got a positive note?
Yes. And Jemele, tell them to listen to the Unbothered podcast.
Yes, please listen to Jemele Hill is Unbothered exclusively on Spotify. Also check out the other podcasts that we have on the Unbothered Network, Sanctified, The Black Girl Bravado, and of course, y'all see I've had this pretty book right here.
Uphill.
Uphill by the memoir, available wherever books are sold. And in case some of y'all don't know, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, wherever books are sold.
You have to direct people.
You have to direct people. That's right.
Like, where you get a book from? I've had people ask me.
No, seriously. No, I've had people ask me like, "Oh, where should I buy it?" I was like, "Wherever books are sold." They're like, "Okay, where?" And I'm like, geez.
Live mixtapes.
I was like, y'all worry me sometimes.
Yes. Hey, listen to. I want to remind y'all, man. A movie that I executive produced. 88. The movie is still in theaters now. I think this is the last week it's going to be in theaters, but I do know that starting today, it is available for streaming on Apple TV. So everybody who pre-ordered it on Apple TV, today is the day that it'll be streaming on Apple TV. So if you haven't pre-ordered it, or if you want to watch 88 the movie, you can watch it tonight on Apple TV. But if you feel like going to a movie theater, check your local listings and see where it's showing at in a theater near you this weekend. 88 the movie, starring Brandon V. Dixon, Naturi Naughton, Orlando Jones, executive produced by me, a great political thriller. I would really appreciate if you check that out this weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?